Hey there, my name is Brandan Robertson, and welcome to the Imago Dei Summit. I pulled together the Imago Dei Summit after hearing that this week in Louisville, Kentucky, the Association of Certified Biblical Counselors is hosting a conference on transgender identity and homosexuality. After spending the past year working at the intersections of evangelical Christianity and the LGBTQ community, I've heard tons of stories of LGBTQ individuals that are in these churches that go to their pastors and leaders and are given detrimental advice and direction based on the kind of teachings that are being promulgated from this conference. And after examining the conference material, it came to my attention that very few, if any, of the plenary speakers at this event are psychologists or therapists or have any sort of degree or training at the intersections of psychology and gender identity and sexuality. In fact, most of them are just pastors and theologians who write about this from a biblical, theological, evangelical perspective. But that's not enough when we're addressing these complicated matters of gender identity and sexuality. And that kind of teaching is what causes so much harm, psychological and spiritual, to the LGBTQ community at large. And so I wanted to pull together a panel of distinguished scholars, pastors, and therapists and psychologists who have true experience at these intersections to help shed some light on the spiritual malpractice that's being promulgated at this conference and to help bring hope and healing to LGBTQ Christians that will hear and participate in this summit. So it's my hope that you will tune in throughout this week and listen to the interviews, the conversations, and the stories that I've brought together at this summit, and that you would find inspiration and hope and enlightenment about how to deal with people in your congregation and how to think about your own sexuality and gender identity in light of the Christian faith and in light of modern psychological findings. I'd also hope that those who engage in the Imago Dei Summit would tweet and share this content in your social spheres using the hashtag for the Association of Certified Biblical Counselors Conference, ACBC15. Share this content. Make sure that people that are at that conference and that are looking at that conference will also hear our content, and help spread this message that there is another way to reconcile faith and sexuality, a way that doesn't damage individuals, but instead frees us to be the children of God that God created us to be. That's why I pulled together this summit, and I know that if you participate in and listen to our conversations, this week you will find inspiration, encouragement, healing, and instruction as you go forward into your life and into your ministry at the intersections of sexuality and faith. Thank you so much for taking time to be with us. And without further ado, I'd like to present to you the Imago Dei Summit.